we present a research entitled Two-Dimensional Simulation of Non-Newtonian Flow, conducted by Professor Andrés Pérez and collaborators and presented by Anaí Pérez. Due to the constant mud flooding that occurs every year in the Pescadores Valley located in Peru, and all the consequences that this natural disaster brings, such as isolation of cities, frequent blockages, economic losses, and among others, we have decided to simulate the flow of mud flooding, being this a non-Newtonian flow, and search for the best alternative solution. Every year in the south of Peru, rainy seasons produce mud flow along a river in the Andes Mountains, causing flooding in the Pescadores Valley as well as the Panamericana Highway. In the video, we can see the magnitude of the flooding. This flooding usually lasts for several days, paralyzing vehicular traffic along southern Peru's main road, and generating great economic losses to this region of the country. For the computational simulation, the three governing equations that are solved are the following. Continuity equations, equation of quantity of movement, and non-Newtonian tangential efforts in a two-dimensional and transitory system. As the equations shown do not admit an analytical solution, for that reason, these are solved with numerical methods and are simulated on a computer. For the simulation of mud flooding flow, basic field studies were previously carried out. The topography. A topographic survey with drone was carried out throughout the valley with UTM coordinates and fixed heights with reference to the sea level. Soil study. Samples of the riverbed were taken to determine the rheological properties of the soil. These studies were developed in the laboratory of the National University of San Agustin. Hydrological study. It was concluded from maximum rainfall of 24 hours from different stations in the basin, due to that there was no information on flows. Then it was transformed with a study of intensity, frequency, and duration at maximum flow rates. And finally, flow calibration. There was flow data from an extraordinary flood in the area. With this data, the flow hydrograph has been calibrated. We can see the result of the liquid flow hydrograph being 332 cubic meters per second for a return period of 200 years. This previous data is necessary for the flood simulation in the valley. Here we can see the methodology applied in this research, the steps that were followed for the flood simulation and therefore to the proposed solution. For the flood simulation, the entire valley was considered, which is approximately 6 kilometers by 2 kilometers, being the size of the cell 3 meters by 3 meters, which resulted in 353,050 cells in this simulation domain. Finally, the result can be seen in the video of mud flooding simulation with two scenarios. The video on the left side is the mud flooding without the proposed solution, and the video in the right side is the mud flooding with a proposed solution, which means with a channel embankment and a bridge for the Panamericana Highway. The proposed solution is a bridge with a length of 105 meters and an embankment channel on both sides of the river, which can be seen in the video. The preliminary cost estimate for this work is approximately $3,870,000. In this 3D simulation, we can see the bridge that is crossing among the river in the Pescadores Valley. And the embankments channels in both sides of this river. And finally, our conclusions. From in situ data, it was found that the sediment water concentration was 0.35, which is classified as a mud avenue. From those conditions, the simulation was conducted. And the proposed solution for the simulation was verified that the flow would no longer cause floods in the Pescadores Valley and would not interrupt the traffic in the Panamericana Highway. Thank you very much.